can it be? She wrote a number down, it's here in front of me. Don't understand. She must have told me a lot. I wonder what in me, but I can see it's me a lot. I wonder what in me, but I can see it's
A modern day marvel, but terrible, better horrible. When he grabbed the mic from Son and crushed up all his metacarpals, he said he ain't mean it, totally by accident. After the show, he didn't follow where y'all taxi went. Will this be available on Wax Axe Max Mill? They on the opposition to his ass whack tax bill. But will it pass the Senate? Slumlord Tenant and the super like 1A. Have a fun stay. One day, he planned to put in a runway with enough land for his own projects and gunplay. Section 8 penthouse made look like Faye Dunaway. A lot of y'all ass out like gay runaways. It's how they say semi-risque. All day, every day, give out Emmys the quick way. Have the average MC say, give me a sick day. They really ain't got shit to say like Timmy McVeigh. Get a hunch a real ragtag bunch. In school he kept a do-rag in the bag lunch. Just to eat the heads on some break dead shit and spit. He ripped this skit in Sanskrit. If the pants fit, sport him, but rock 'em low. Your man like Rollo on the slow, can't knock it though. It's like the same hustle, bro, two knuckles glow. Tucked in the Tigre, just let the name buckle show. Good googly moogly, see that loogie? Yeah, but keep it on the DL Hughley. You don't watch her, he might house her like Doogie. Just to cut her loosey like Mitsurugi. Gooey gumdrops, who he got his style from his pops. You gotta give the bum some props. Action's sister, her beatbox is more thicker. Doom that nigga, detox with more liquor. Villain for hire, admire the sound. Make sure the price is right before he come on down. Rappers be on some you. Forgot who they talking to. Too much pork stew. They need to not come out with nothing new. Blew the whole shit up on some what this button do. Doom cheat the game like walkthrough. Run them, son them like Mr. Walk do tattoo. The way a lot of clowns get down is unnatural. This flow flip like oranges, apples. Rhymes is like lime to a lemonade snapple. Leave it at the chapel, don't eat scrapple. First thing they notice when they come to is they bling is gone. Then they start remembering the Klingon with the rings on. In came the villain with the old gear like hi there. Y'all play the rare, this whole year, my year. Metal face beard like Brillo pad. Y'all know his still old, so don't feel so bad. See, call him old dad, the one the old hoe had. Knew he was a winner since swimmer in the gonads. Okay, pal, pay him like PayPal, so we can be A-OK, not OK Corral. I think today I'll make the ladies say ow, and maybe fuck around, take a bow now. Who made his first meal and still carry razor blades? Used to be straight A's and still made the grade. Retarded ass, how you get cash so fast? Yeah, after last left back in the retarded class. Should've went to Bossies, watch him more closely. Who he think he's supposed to be? Villain who always wins, at least stay consistent. Find him where that bitch went, get a room, pitch a tent. Yo, Max, yo, change that beat, yo. You got another one? Nah, yo.
Yo, mic test 1 2 1 3. What's up, everybody? What's going on? I'm B-Boy Tips for Forgotten Styles Crew, Funky Surf Bots. My Twitter is @skill. Welcome everyone to my live stream on Twitch. Today is Friday, August 30th, 2024. We're gonna go ahead and switch scenes over. We're gonna go full screen right here where you guys can see me. Or full camera. So welcome everyone. This is our Resident Evil Summer Marathon Challenge. We're gonna be playing through Resident Evil 2 on Dreamcast. And we're also gonna be playing other games as well too during our marathon. But yeah, welcome to our Resident Evil Summer Marathon. Okay, so we're gonna close out our summer with Resident Evil. Okay, I hope you guys are excited with this, like how I am. I'm very looking forward to playing Resident Evil during this summer of 2024, yo. I think it's a good way to close out for this season, I guess you can say. I mean, maybe it's. I think we got a couple days. I think summer ends in September. I'm not too sure. In a few days. But yeah, yo, we're here. So let's see what scene I can find. This one. Full camera is kind of good, so we'll be here back. So we're gonna be playing through Resident Evil 2 on Dreamcast. Okay, so Resident Evil 2 is definitely one of my favorite games of all time, yo. It's very impactful, memorable, a classic game that's always been with me. I've played it so many times, countless times, yo. Resident Evil 2 is such a great game. It's an amazing game. So we're gonna be playing through the Dreamcast version of it. If you guys have ever seen my channel before, we've always played Resident Evil 2 on PlayStation. It's my preferred version of playing Resident Evil 2, and we haven't gone and played the other versions of Resident Evil on stream. So for this special marathon, we're going to choose the Dreamcast version of Resident Evil 2. If you guys didn't know, on the Dreamcast, Resident Evil 2 was re-released on it. I don't have any more details on it, but the game debuted on PS2. But the game did come out on Dreamcast. A little personal story for me. I did have a Dreamcast, but I can't remember if I had Resident Evil 2 or if I didn't play it. I really can't remember. Sometimes I say, like, I have video games, and sometimes I don't have video games, and I can't really remember. It kind of gets, my memory gets, like, kind of hazy sometimes when it comes to, like, the games I played that are really old and, like, a few generations ago. But, something I really do remember till this day was, I remember playing Resident Evil 2 was on GameCube, the Nintendo GameCube, when they re-released Resident Evil 2 and 3 on GameCube. But they also had Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 4, and Resident Evil Remake. So those games I remember playing through the entire, like, series of Resident Evil on GameCube. Like, just that version of the game I definitely remember, like, having and playing through, like, all the way through and stuff. But when it comes to, like, the Dreamcast era stuff, like, it's hard for me to remember sometimes if I did have Resident Evil 2 on Dreamcast or not. Maybe I had a Hollywood Video or a Blockbuster that had a physical copy, and I've seen it, and I was looking at it and messing with it or something like that. But I did have a Dreamcast, and however, I don't think I did own Resident Evil 2 on Dreamcast growing up. I definitely had a Dreamcast with my own set of games, you know what I mean? But the Dreamcast version of Resident Evil 2 is being recommended to me to be played through on stream right now. So I'm going to give it a shot and play through. So we're also going to use RetroArch for this. And we're going to go through it with the Retro Achievements. So retroachievements.org, if you guys don't know what that website is a way for you to collect points while you play retro games. So they have these particular sets of achievements that you can unlock while playing through these games. And they have lots of support for lots of old games, yo. So, like, they have Dreamcast achievements. RetroAchievements.org has Dreamcast achievements, so you can play through the games from that generation on the Dreamcast, on the Sega Dreamcast, with RetroAchievements.org using RetroArch, and you can unlock achievements for those games. So, I already did a playthrough of Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and 4, so I went through the series again, but this is more like a bonus of going, you know, dive into, like, the emulation on PC and, like, what kind of features and how good the game runs on emulator and stuff like that. And it's a good way for us to go through. It would be like a learning thing, like between all of us here with we watch this video on Twitch or YouTube. So retroachievements.org is going to be integrated with the RetroArch emulator that I'm using for Dreamcast. So we're going to be unlocking achievements for Resident Evil 2 on Dreamcast. Okay, so it's a really cool project or a challenge that we're going to be going through, and we're going to also go through hardcore of this. So hardcore means that we're not going to be using any cheat codes, save states, fast forwarding, slow motion, frame stepping, or any of that stuff. Anything that's also in the game that's like cheating, like it'll be detected or picked up. So it will, you know, get rid of our hardcore run and it'll move us over to the softcore. But we're going to stay on hardcore. We're going to stay on hardcore, and we're going to do this with no cheating, no save states, or anything like this. We're going to be using the typewriter to save and whatever, etc. like this. Like, just no cheating whatsoever. It's going to be hardcore mode only. Alright, so we're going to be using our RetroArch emulator, and we're also going to be using Resident Evil 2 for this, and retroachievements.org. So it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really fun. I'm really looking forward. I'm going to enjoy it because I haven't seen the set achievements for Resident Evil 2 on Dreamcast. I did do this already on PS1 on DuckStation for Resident Evil 2 DualShock. I did that already, so I already unlocked a set of achievements on retroachievements.org, so I got some points for it on the PlayStation version. But I was being told or recommended to check out the Dreamcast version of Resident Evil 2 and try it with retro achievements. So it has 2 sets, and we're ready to go. I did a couple of testing already, and I got it set up ready to go. Resident Evil 2 has a set already for just, I guess, the normal version of the game. The normal hexes or hashes of the game for retroachievements.org. But then there's also a subset. So there's 2 sets of Resident Evil 2 achievements on Dreamcast. We're going to do both. We're going to go through both of them. We're going to try to do this on, like, I guess, one playthrough, I guess. Specifically, they want me to play through in this condition that we need to fulfill. We're going to do hardcore Claire. We're going to do hardcore Claire. I think Claire A is the one that we need to go through. I think Claire A is the scenario I think we should play through. But it's not really so clear. I haven't seen it all the way through. But I think I remember Leon A, Claire B is sort of the primary one, or the first one you kind of want to go through instead of playing Claire first, because that would be just Claire A, Leon B, which is the chronological run. But it's definitely Claire scenario, okay? So just to start off hard, to go strong, we're going to go ahead and do Claire A, Leon B, okay? So we'll do Claire A, Leon B. We'll play Claire first. To get Claire B, you have to beat Leon A, and then that's the other end of that story. So we'll start with Claire first. We'll start with Claire first, for sure. And then we'll do, we'll get to Claire B. Then after this, we're done with that. We would have to do the subset achievements on retroachievements.org. So I already got the Delta patcher going on for the Dreamcast ROM, and I patched the game already. So it works. So now we have the subset list of the achievements as well too, which is like extra achievements as well that are tied to the whole thing of running this on hardcore or whatever. And I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it, yo. This is gonna be something really fun. I'm really gonna like it. So we're gonna go through the Retro Achievements Dreamcast Resident Evil 2 first achievement list, and then we're gonna do the subset after. So we're doing a very long playthrough. However, the goal in mind here is to definitely play Claire scenario. We're gonna go through Claire scenario a lot. We're gonna be playing as Claire as much as possible because that was the request that we need to fulfill. Is play through it as Claire. It sort of feels like this is a tease or something that's upcoming for Resident Evil Code Veronica. I don't know if Capcom's gonna remake Code Veronica X, but it kind of feels like we were, I think, gonna ask Capcom to remake Code Veronica X because they were gonna remake Resident Evil 2, 3. and 4, I guess. But Code Veronica, I think, was going to be one of the games that they wanted, like, promised that was going to be as well also remade. So that's what it sort of feels like, that it's like Code Veronica X hype, I guess you can say, remake hype. But it's not announced yet. It's not announced that they're remaking Code Veronica X yet, so we'll see. But it sort of feels like it, because we're looking into this Claire scenario stuff in this current year in 2024. Specifically the Dreamcast version. So we're going to be doing hardcore mode of this with retroachievements.org. If you didn't know, on August 28th, they released Resident Evil 2 on PC through GOG. We're also going to be looking at the GOG release of Resident Evil 2 as well too. But we have to go through Dreamcast retro achievements and subset retro achievements Dreamcast of Resident Evil 2. We first got to do this stuff. But specifically, we got to go through Claire scenario. We got to play through Claire scenario. So now that we're all here, and I kind of get this sort of the intros, now you guys really know, our aim and goal is play hardcore, play the Dreamcast version first of Resident Evil 2 before we move on to GOG. But during the Dreamcast version playthrough of this, we have to look at Claire scenarios. We have to be very vigilant, or an eye in Claire, for some reason on Dreamcast. And we're going to be unlocking the retro achievements and see if we can get a beaten medal or a silver medal on retro achievements. I'm probably not going to get all the mastered yet, but I'll do what I can to try to get a beaten. You know, I'll try to get a beaten. But I don't know what the achievement list is for the Dreamcast version. I'm just going to go with what I know in the game. I'm not going to spoil myself, and I'm going to see what achievements I get. And we're just going to have fun, and we're just going to play through it. And then we'll check on our statistics later on retro achievements and see how we did. So it should be good. For sure, though, I think we should start Claire A, and then start Leon A later, and then unlock Claire B. I guess we'll try to aim for the unlockables at the end, and the boutique key and stuff like that. We really need to start getting all the rest of that stuff as well, too. So let me go ahead and change scenes so I can show you something. Let me open up retro achievements. Let's go to retro achievements real fast, because I need to check if the testing that I did the other day gave me any achievements. Okay, so we're on retro achievements again. Let's go to my profile again, and so you can see. Look, we're ready to go. So I have the subset bonus ready to go. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to look at it anymore. I'm not going to say it out loud what it is. But we have the subset retro achievements ready to go. And we have, oh, perfect. That's just what I wanted. So I wanted to check and see, because I was testing the game, because I didn't want to unlock any of the achievements yet. So we were testing RetroArch and the game to see how well it was performing before we started doing this, so we needed some time to set up the emulator first, and before we got out and streaming on Twitch. So I was testing it, and we got the subset bonus to get to work on retro achievements, so it's great. And we have the original achievements here ready to go as well, too. I didn't unlock any achievements so far, so that's all I wanted to check and see. I'm not going to see what the achievements list is. I don't know what it is, what we're going to be getting. We're just going to see how we do blindly and see how we go from there. So let's get started. Let's get right into it. We're going to go ahead and start up the RetroArch Dreamcast emulator, and we're going to go ahead and play through Resident Evil 2. So let's go ahead and close out of this. Let's get rid of this. Let me move on over to Twitch real quick. Let me move to Resident Evil real fast. Let me go ahead and mute this. Move this over here. Okay. Let me make sure I tweeted this out. I think we could go full screen here. Yeah, full screen's good. Alright, I'm pretty sure I think I tweeted the stream out so you guys can watch on, you can follow my Twitter. My Twitter is itsallskill. And here we are now, getting ready to start the game. We're about to start. So I have a controller here. It's an Ergo controller, so it's not really the best controller for this, but it's compatibility with my PC is great. I get it to work, you know, perfect with whatever it is that we're doing. However, it's not not a Dreamcast controller or a PS2 controller or something like that. That's like a pro controller. It's an ergo controller, ergonomic controller. So it's to be playing games for a long time, kind of just chill, and to kind of release the tension and stress from your hands and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like it's supposed to be a chill controller, something that relieves stress sort of and boosts performance on gaming. I'm probably not going to be playing very well on this controller, but it doesn't really matter too much. I don't care that much about that, but I'm just letting you know that I'm just playing on this controller now, and it's an ergo style controller, so it works great with the emulator that I'm using now, and it's compatible with it, whatever. But it's not like a pro controller, so I'm not going to be playing like really crazy, I guess, going through all this stuff. I'll try my best and see, because it's kind of a decent controller to be doing stuff onto it while we're like playing this. But it's an ergonomic one, so just letting you guys know. Okay, so we're gonna be kind of like relaxed playing through this. If anything, if I get too frustrated because I need to play like a professional gamer, I will take some time to change controllers and play on a different controller, so that way we can actually get through Resident Evil 2 and start doing all the cool stuff on it and start playing like at a really high level. But I'm going to be using my Ergo controller because it's perfect for exactly what we're doing, and it's just works on my Windows PC just exactly how I need it to, and I don't need to do anything else to it, to get it to work on my computer. So, alright, just letting that go out through, just getting that out of the way, talking about what controller I'm going to be using for this, just wanted to share it with you guys. And let me load up RetroArch now, and then let's see if I can get a window capture, and we can get started, yo. Alright, so let's see here. I mean, I probably shouldn't be changing scenes too much here, but I guess I'll go to this one. Let me open up RetroArch really fast. Alright. So I think I can full screen here, right, on RetroArch, and then with a game capture. I believe it's game capture for this, and we should have the window here of what we're doing. There we go. Let's go ahead and fit this to this screen here. Let's move this a little bit down, and then we can fit this to this screen. Yes. Stretch this there. Perfect. So my controller is functioning perfect, exactly how it needs to be. And we just go to the Dreamcast, and I should be logged in, ready to go. So I took some time, even to get the covers working, so you can cycle through thumbnails, and they have a bunch of screenshots here of Resident Evil 2. And I have two different versions of the game. So let me move this a little bit to the right, I guess, or my camera down here. So you can see I have two Resident Evil 2s here on Dreamcast, and we're ready to go. One's the subset, and the other one is the original for the achievements. So let's go ahead and move this back up here, and we're going to start disc 2. I believe disc 2 is Claire. So we're going to get started. Let me go ahead and put this on here so you guys can hear the game audio, and then we can go ahead and start. Disc 2. And we're going to go ahead and hit run here. Okay, my RetroArch closed. I'm going to go ahead and go full screen here, and I'm logged in. Okay, it paused, but let me see if I can capture a flag cast. Okay. I don't know if pausing is okay. Here, let me quit RetroArch one more time and do a fresh boot again, because I want to make sure it doesn't kick me off hardcore. Let me go ahead and boot up RetroArch, but this time I'm not going to capture RetroArch. I'm just going to go ahead and capture from the Resident Evil game window. Give me just a minute. Alright, so here, and I can move my controller. Seems like you guys can also still see RetroArch still, which is a good thing. I'm going to launch the game. Perfect. I got the notification on the top left now for the RetroArch achievements, and I'm logged in, so we should be good to go. We got a good BIOS boot in the beginning. Oh, okay. So if I quit it again to restart it to do another reset. If I move anytime with my cursor at any window here, it pauses the emulator. We have to make sure that the emulator doesn't get paused at all while we're doing this. If not, we're completely disqualified from everything. We will have to, all our progress and all our work will just be erased. So we need to make sure we have to keep RetroArch in the same window. Or our cursor, we have to keep our cursor in the same window. Let's do this again, load core, so we can still see here, perfect on Dreamcast emulator. Resident Evil 2, and then run this. And then I think I can now full screen this. Okay, we're doing good so far. I'm logged in, and we now have the BIOS boot of the Dreamcast. And now from this part, I cannot, for some reason, move anywhere. Let me see if I can open chat room for Twitch, just really fast. I'm just gonna move windows. Okay, pause the emulator. So I can't do that. Let me try again one more time. Because now I closed that up OBS a little bit. OBS seems to be working fine, so I'm gonna minimize it. I'm not gonna look at OBS anymore. Move my mouse over here, load core. Or we're just gonna go to Dreamcast because I made a little thing on the bottom left of it. This to Resident Evil 2, run, and then I am also reading Twitch as well. Let me go full screen really fast. Perfect. Alright, we should be good to go. Alright, I can see Twitch chat room while I'm playing this. I do see some lag here and there, but I think we should be okay because I kind of fixed the issues that it was having earlier. So it should be okay, or at least it be playable. It should be playable on Flycast RetroArch. I managed to fix the FMVs as well and the graphics for the game, so it should be working. I haven't done a capture test yet. This capture test I haven't done. Man, this looks great. Select memory card for load. Okay, we'll start with A. It just says Resident Evil 2. That's awesome. I really love it. It's really, really, really good title screen. I love it. It's nice and plain. And it just says Resident Evil 2. Alright, original. Okay, so it seems that square is the button we press here. Let me just make sure and see what the controls are. X, A, B, Y, start, L, and R. Okay. Draw weapon is R, and L is to change. Dash is A, B is the status menu, X is to press action and select. Option is start, and Y is map. I'm using a button loadout similar to a PlayStation, so X is square, A is X, B is circle, and triangle is Y on this. So it was kind of easy to translate from there. Oh, there's also vibration as well too for this. We're gonna go ahead and enable vibration. Or did that make it worse? Vibration seems to be working very well on this. Should I enable vibration? I think I'm gonna do that. Let's just go ahead and make sure I enable vibration on, because that was like a feature this game had as well too. I'm surprised. They made a DualShock edition, you know, and Dreamcast had the vibration already for it. And it works well. And my controller's vibrating just fine. I usually turn off vibration just because it's my personal preference. But we should probably play on vibration. You know what? Since default is off, let's just leave it off. Alright, original game, normal, clear A. This should be clear A.
A bizarre incident occurred on the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City.
I feel like I'm going through this very blind because I kind of forgot how to unlock stuff and do stuff in the game.
Mutagenic toxins
Like,
interrupt
unlocking the infinite rocket launcher and stuff like that. I think it's to get that, you get to beat it under 3 hours. So we would have to,
the Raccoon City Police Department
move fast, like skip cutscenes and not stop ever in the game and make it from the beginning to end very, very fast to get the infinite rocket launcher. But since we're watching cutscenes, we might need to save this for a different time. Or do another playthrough just to get it.
the umbrella.
You know what I noticed? That it looks kind of... The graphics on this version looks kind of purple. Yeah, so we'll watch the cutscenes on Dreamcast. FMVs look pretty good. They are pretty high quality, I guess you can say. Like this looks like I'm playing the PC version. There's Claire Redfield arriving in Raccoon City.
I'm finally here.
I'm just checking on my phone to see how it is. It seems good so far. Just double checking the live stream if it's working.
Hello.
Now it does seem like you can pause during RetroArch, but I thought it would be disabled. But I guess since hardcore is already enabled, I think you can pause in the emulator. But that would definitely count as some type of like
Hello.
manipulation because it pauses outside, I guess, in real time. I guess we would need to use all the in-game time. So no, how can I say, emulator pauses, fast forwards, or save states from this point on. We need to only use the typewriter. And if we go idle in this, it'll count all the time at the very end at the results screen. Can't really actually pause the game, I guess.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
So I think it's under 3 hours to get the special stuff. But since it's my Dreamcast playthrough of it, and we're doing hardcore stuff, I kind of want to really ease into it, you know, and get a very good hands-on with the Dreamcast version of Resident Evil 2, if you guys really don't mind.
What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh?
Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you. You okay?
Still in one piece.
Hey, that maniac's got arrested! Run! Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Alright, so we got to Kendo's.
Freeze! Boy, what are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Sorry about that, dude.
So I gotta move my PC or desktop, so I'm gonna have to.
What's going on?
It seems like the achievements stay,
Hold on.
but I really gotta move because I'm getting a lot of frame rate drops.
Where the hell
I think it's because Twitch is running on this monitor.
is wrong? The entire city was infested with zombies.
I think if I stop Twitch or close this window here, I should be able to, how do I say, be able to play this a little bit smoother. Yeah, it's running a lot slower, or loading very, very slow. So here's what I'm gonna do. Since we got to Kendo's, I'm gonna go ahead and close out of RetroArch because performance is really down for it. I was hoping that I can play the Dreamcast emulator just fine. I can't seem to live stream off of it. So doing a game capture did not work very well for me. Let me close this again. Now let me try another. This is gonna be a test. This isn't gonna be a run through now. But I'm logged into Retro Achievements, unfortunately. But we made it up to Kendo, so we should be able to run anytime before that. Let me try a different method of capturing this game. Let me try window capture. Let me see if window capture lowers the, or just doesn't make the game lag so much. Let's have a look. Yeah, as soon as we got into gameplay, the game was running a lot slower. But I'm doing a screen capture, so I'm very surprised. I might have a fix to this. We should be able to get through this. I'm gonna go ahead and skip the opening FMV and get into gameplay and see how we're playing now with just window capture. Let's see how we do. Alright, so the emulator is still having the same issue when I screen capture it. Or it could be that I need to do a reset. It's a computer reset. Okay. How can I test this then? Okay, let me open a different emulator on my computer and try to capture and see if that works. I'm gonna use Resident Evil 4. Since Resident Evil 4 is sort of a big game, I guess. Okay, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 4. Let's see if I can capture from the PS2. Okay, so this is running a lot better than the Dreamcast emulator. I'm just checking to see my computer's performance right now and looking at if I need to do a reset or not. It looks like it's running a lot better. My second solution would be to use a capture card for this. Let me enable my controller and test out my performance on the PS2 emulator. Let me just go into Mercenaries. So I am dropping frames. I am dropping frames for capturing, but it's sort of playable. This is playable. I can get through it. We'll retro achievements and live streaming this. Right there was the frame drop for it. If I don't screen capture this, I can actually just play this fine without it. Okay, I have a solution for this. Though I feel like this doesn't really work too well, but it's better than nothing. So let's not do window capture, and let me go ahead and use a capture card for this and see if that works. All right. Let's see here. Okay, I know what to do. Let me go ahead and unplug this. Yeah, so I'm going to try to use my capture card to capture my PC and see if that works. So my computer isn't actually like that great. Actually, I have the same computer for a couple of years now, and I haven't upgraded. And let me tell you, that is something that's overdue. I definitely need to get a new computer. However, I don't have any source of income to get my computer, so I'm kind of just gonna have to use this to live stream. However, I can game on it just fine with the games that I want to play, so don't really need to get a new computer. It's just only for live streaming, and I don't really see why I should, I guess, do that, because it would be just way too expensive. That is money I do not have to afford a couple $1,000 computer. Alright, so the USB video device is installed. Let me see if I can go ahead and use it. Let me go to this scene here. Video capture device, USB video. Don't see anything yet. Let me go ahead and unplug and plug it back in. Just gonna keep plugging it in and plugging it back out and see if it works, instead of ending the broadcast. When it doesn't display like that, it means my USB port is not working. So I have to keep trying different USB ports. Alright, let's see if this USB port works. Alright, so I think we got signal. Yeah, we do. We do. So, I think we got signal. Here's what we're gonna do now. I need to exchange this and put this into my computer now. Unplug this, and we might lose signal there, but it should come back. Alright. It's taking a minute to do this, and it might be lagging, but we should be here. Good to go, I think. Alright, and we're in. We're in. So all the icons on my desktop are all messed up. Please forgive. Let me go ahead and sort it again by item type, I guess. Good. Everything's lost, but it's okay. So I'm using my capture card. Let me move this down a little bit and transform and fit to screen here. And we're going to we are going to, I guess, move to a different scene, right? So let's go, I think full screen now. Full screen would be good. All my icons got messed up now, so I don't know where everything is. Sort by date modified? Nah. Sort by item type. That's usually my way to my go-to way for this. Give me a minute. Let me get RetroArch up, and I just need to find out where it is because I had it organized before, and now it's not. Or I guess it is more organized. Okay, RetroArch is booting up. My controller is plugged in. Let's go and see if using, I think, a capture device would help. Not this. Video capture device 1. Scene 2. Video capture device. Alright, fit to screen, and then we're gonna go over here, right? Okay, good. What do I say, F4? Alt-Enter. Okay, Alt-Enter for RetroArch. So now we're inside full screen, and we should be capturing this. Now let's boot up Dreamcast. This to run. Now we just got to get into the game and see how it works, because I think this is better than game capture or video capture. This is the only other option I have so far. This might be better. Since we're just testing things out, let me go ahead and mute this and just leave desktop audio on. Let's try to get into the game. So it's about the same. If I use my capture card to do this, I have the same overall performance. Okay. No problem, no problem. So let's go ahead and close out of this. I just wanted to check and see, because if there was something else I could probably done, that was probably like the best alternative I had to do, you know, anything with. So let me go back to this scene here. And we're going to close out of this, and we're going to go back to this screen. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of put everything back together where it was before, because that was a pretty decent setup I had going on with the stuff I had. So give me a sec. Yeah, so I'm just gonna unplug my capture card again, since we're not gonna be using it. And I'm gonna use, I believe, this extension cable with it as well. This can go back. We're gonna move this over here, and this can go over here. It does take a little bit messing around with the cables and stuff with my current setup, but we're still decent here. All right. Let me let my PC fix itself here. It's not doing that, so let me move around the cables again. Okay, good. All right, we're back. Back to where we were originally. So, game capture didn't work, and capture card didn't work. So, here's our next alternative. Let's go into RetroArch, and let's see if inside RetroArch we're actually able to lower the graphics settings for Dreamcast. So let's see if that's possible. Like a configuration setting for it. Screen resolution. It's going by 1920 by 1080p. Let's do 640 by... No, that one's not good. Let me try 720 by 60 hertz. Let's try 720. There we go. And then Resident Evil 2. Set core association information, add to favorites. We can run this. And I believe I should not full screen this. Alt enter. With one. Set up shaders for images. How can I lower the resolution for this stuff? Is what I would like to know. Okay, let me close out RetroArch and relaunch it again. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on screen here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Window capture. We're gonna go RetroArch here, and we're gonna put it lower. I'm gonna go ahead and just maximize on this window here, and then we're gonna fit to screen. Alright, so let's go to RetroArch settings. Change video output settings output. Let's try 720, 60 hertz. Oh, it also changes my computer output. It changed the computer output. Not really what I wanted. Okay, we'll use that one. Go back. Resolution. At the highest. So I can see this. Okay. So for some reason the video settings inside RetroArt changed. I don't know if it has any effect to the game. I think it's pressing F1. Video. Native. 640 by 480. TV composite, TV VGA. Screen orientation, etc., etc. Internal resolution. .640 by 480. Or by half. I put it by half. Let's see if that works. Core options? Where did I do that again? I'm happy I found that because I was, you know, looking through it just to try to find it. Video half. Yeah. Let's put the core resolution by half. And let's resume. Maybe this worked. Okay, has to load the memory card, then we can load the game, and then go into normal. It seemed like it worked. Putting the resolution lower into from flight test for Resident Evil 2 works. Alright, let's go into the game and see if this works. At least get a playable frame rate. Alright, so putting this by half didn't do much, unfortunately. So let me switch back to native. Fog, volume, power VR, post-processing filter. Okay, tell you what, video performance, start rendering video. Native, default on. Let's go to settings real quick and we'll go to video and then instead of Vulkan, let's try D3, D12. And let's just give it a nice good restart or reset. If we can. Let me just close and open RetroArch again, see if these settings saved. Video output, yes, we'll match this for this. D3, D12, okay, we should be good there. And for this, we're gonna hit run. Let's see if putting it not on a Vulkan works. Let's get off Vulkan and put it back to native resolution, and then we're gonna go ahead and change something on it. Sorry, it's hard to talk and do this at the same time. I don't get a display anymore. Game capture. I think I'll do a display capture too as well and see if that works. Okay, there we got the Dreamcast logo. We're gonna go ahead and fit to screen here. Move this down. And we're gonna stretch this up and see if this works. Let's see if D3, D12 works. I want to try maybe game capture or display capture. What I think I should do is not game or window. I should do display capture and see if that works. And just full screen the game. That might work. I'm only using like 8% CPU on my computer. It's not even really going all the way up high. So I'm very surprised that I can't capture this. So it's still lagging, because I might just come with a, final verdict, that I should just play it like this all the way through with retro achievements and just finish it. But we'll keep trying, We'll do as many options as I can. Alright, let me try right now display capture. Let me try display capture. We're going to do display capture 2. Not this one, but we'll probably go with... No. Display 2. Automatic. And we don't have to capture the cursor. And we can transform and fit this to screen. And we can move this down. And then from RetroArch, we can go Alt-Enter. And it's going to full screen now. So you can see the sound and the frame rate is dropping just a little bit. I'm very surprised that game capture doesn't work for this, because I'm not really using a lot of CPU to use this anyways, to do this like this, but I can't capture the game. Very surprising. Let me Alt-Enter again. And we can go ahead and quit here. So let's just go ahead and just web browse really quick. And see if we could find a way to capture Flycast. So I guess we'll Google Dreamcast emulator with OBS. Try window capture. So we tried how to capture footage. Do I need to buy a capture card? Several methods. So we have display and game capture and window capture. So I tried all of these things, but now I'm curious to see if it's possible to, I think, stream it with RetroArch. Just curious. Let me boot up RetroArch again. And let me grab a window capture for it. Stretch this screen, and I'm just going to go over here. Now I'm just curious to see if it's possible to capture video. Recording. Oh, I see. So it records. Recording quality. And you can record to Twitch. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and boot up Resident Evil 2 again, but I'm going to get rid of the window capture and let me see what it does without it, because I don't know what exactly is that's causing it to not capture. It's lagging really, really bad. I can't stream it. And my computer's performance is just fine. I was thinking it was I just have a bad computer, but it seems like my computer is definitely capable of live streaming or capturing this, and it just cannot. As soon as I point the screen at it, it just can't live stream or whatever. Maybe there's a setting in OBS that can capture this. We'll go ahead and just without screen capturing. Let me see how this looks. Okay, without capturing, it definitely is playing a lot better, but the sound is going off a little bit, but it's playable. It's definitely playable. Like, I'm running all the way to Kendo Shop, like, fast. But it has some hiccups here and there, and I'm not exactly sure where to pinpoint exactly it is, you know, causing this to not work. Let me go ahead and check and see inside OBS now with window capture or game capture. Let's start game capture with Flycast, right? And then let's see if there is anything here that I can enable that will help me capture. Normal recommended. Let's go with fast. Let's go ahead and transform this, and we're gonna put this stretch the screen here. It looks great. It looks great. But I'm having a hard time capturing. I'm kind of running back and forth here testing this out. This is a little bit better, so I kind of like it. Let me check any properties here, see what else there is. Maybe limit capture frame rate, use anti-cheat compatibility hook, capture third-party overlays such as Steam. Let's go with fastest. Catch specific window, color space. Let's see if this works. Let's try these settings. Alright, I guess that's a little bit better. But, it should be a little bit better. It should be a little bit better, but it's not. Even with my computer, it should be a lot better. Let's try a slow hook. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's running a little bit worse with the slow hook. We'll go with the fast hook for this. The fastest hook. Or SGRB. Don't capture cursor. Use this. Press OK. This is a little bit better. Just a little bit better from before. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just not capture this really fast. Flycasts and OBS. But it's just a little box. Then hit Control F. Okay. Test game settings video tab. That was just for resolution stuff. I just wanted to see what Control F does on Flycast. Support for smooth VSync on 120 refresh rates. This is nothing of the stuff I was looking for. I just went into playing the game's full screen and faster refresh rates or whatever. More hertz, more power to make the game run even better. The other solution I have, just to get the game running at a better, faster frame rate, is this. We're gonna do this. Go for camera. We're gonna transform and then we're gonna stretch this, or not even stretch it. We're gonna go ahead and configure video. Not even a stretch. Not even a stretch. Right? To 720. We're gonna take this. We're gonna move it. We're gonna put it right here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna play Resident Evil 2 like this. And the best part about it is we can still actually get game audio from this if we play like that. We can actually still get game audio from this. Hold on. My cable isn't that long, but let me just see how the game runs if I just use a camera. Alright, let me load up RetroArch. I can't put it in front because I don't have a big desk. But this is a good solution too. And you also get game audio from it, so it's not really that bad. Let's see here. So Dreamcast, right? Resident Evil 2. Let me just run this by itself like this. You guys should be able to hear the game. And let me go full screen. So you can see Dreamcast. You can see the game and hear the audio. But we can't do direct capture, and I'm not in. My face is not in the frame. But you can see Resident Evil 2. Let me go ahead and... Sorry. Let me see if I can try to get a decent for this. It's kind of hard because I actually don't have a way to put this in front. This is the best way I think so far. I'm gonna keep moving it back a little, or closer. Closer is better. Okay, cool. Let me just leave it like this for a sec. So the audio is still lagging a little bit, and it shouldn't. Alright, so the FMV is working. Before the FMV wasn't working, I was doing my testing offline. So it plays a little bit better and you can hear the game, but you can hear also lagging as well too. Maybe it's because it's full screen? Let me see. Put this on the window again. Yeah, I don't know why this could be lagging this bad. Okay, last but not least. Last but not least, guys. That's last but not least. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna restart my computer. That's the last thing I'm gonna do. Restarting my PC is going to take a little bit of time, but it should fix it. I think it should fix the issue. I think that should fix the problem if I restart my computer. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna restart my computer, and that's the last thing I think I can do to get this game to running on Dreamcast emulator with retro achievements. And if not, I guess we'll just do a window capture, and the game is just running at a lower frame rate, a lot slower, and we'll just play through it and try to beat it, you know. But let's reboot and start the broadcast over and see if this works. So I'll be right back, and I'll see you guys soon. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be back soon. I'm gonna go ahead and just end the stream.